Join with Monsterboy Roc. Boom.
Hi, my name is Monsterboy Roc and welcome to the show. Over the past year and a half or so, I've been doing drawings here on Drawing with Monsterboy Roc with characters from my passion project, The Secret Beauty. Now, of course, a lot of those drawings have, the very same characters in most of the drawings, and that's because they are the main characters in the passion project, the ones you'll see the most often and are very important to the story. But of course, they're not the only people that are in the story, because if that were the case, this town that I created with these characters would only have, 15 people in it. And that is absolutely not the case. I'm sure some towns have only 15 people in them, but not this town. There are going to be minor characters and background characters that'll appear from time to time in the passion project. They're not important to the story, but they help fill the world. Now, I actually introduced a minor character a while back, I think it was November, and that was a cat named Whiskers, who is the enemy of River's dog, Sam. Well, today, I'm going to introduce you to the first human minor character that I'm going to show all of you, and that is Eleanor Wilson. Now, who is Eleanor Wilson, you may ask? Well, I will tell you. Eleanor Wilson is the co-owner and co-worker at Carrie's Food Store, the store that River's mother, Julie, works at. And because they work together so much, they eventually end up becoming the best of friends. Now, her creation actually came by complete accident. On Instagram, there's an artist named @IllustrationByAnna, and one day she decided to host a special event that she dubbed the Color Palette Challenge. She uploaded a post that had 5 colors on it, and she wanted someone, like me, to make a post with those 5 colors, and exclusively those 5 colors. Well, I decided to join the challenge, and at the end of the day, I created the character design of Eleanor, and I named her Eleanor right on the spot. And I like the character design so much that I decided to include her in The Secret Beauty because I knew eventually I wanted to create a co-founder and co-worker for Julie at this food store, and I figured, well, I like this character design, why don't I just use her? And that's exactly what I did. So, now Eleanor is a part of my project, and today I am going to show you how I draw her. Now, in order to create this drawing, I got out 10 of my fine point Sharpies to draw and color the drawing. And of course, I have my ink-seeking prevention paper right here. And I am going to place it under the piece of paper that I am drawing on, just like this. Okay, so, got my black Sharpie right here, I'll open it up. And now, I can show you how I draw Eleanor. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so for the scenario of this drawing, I'm going to draw Eleanor in front of the store drinking a soda that she got from said store. Now don't worry, she did pay for it. So, okay. Now, I'm going to draw a line like this with 3 triangular spikes, 2 going to the left and 1 to the right. Then I'll draw another curvy line. And unlike a lot of the Secret Beauty characters where the ear is kind of like in the hair, Eleanor's ear is outside of the hair. Okay. Now I'm going to draw her eyes. And she has 3 eyelashes, just like River or Petunia. She's looking out at the distance. Draw her nose. And her mouth. And now I will draw the rest of her head. Here we go. Draw her neck. Now, like I said, when we mostly see her, she's going to be working at the store. So, her main outfit is going to be the same shirt that Julie wears when she's working. So it looks something like this. Here we go. Draw her hand. I'm going to draw a name tag with her name on it. Eleanor. It's kind of hard to make out, but Draw the buttons. 1, 2, 3. Now I'll draw her other arm. At the end of the sleeve, there's a button. There we go. I'll draw her thumb. Then I'll go on ahead and draw the soda can. Then the rest of her hand. 1, 2, 3 fingers. Now, what should I name the soda? Ah, I know. Berries soda, and most of the soda name is going to be covered by her fingers. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to draw a belt. Gonna draw her skirt. With 4 lines. Now I'm gonna draw her legs. Draw her shoe. Her shoe has 2 big black lines, like this. I'll draw the other leg. Sort of as she's cross-legged. One, 2 lines. Now for her hair, I'm going to start on this side. She has 6 triangles. Well, sometimes I do 7 though, so I'll do 7 for this one. And this side, I'll draw 6. There we go. And, like I said, most of the time we see her will be while she's working at the store. So she wears her worker's hat, which is a cap. Draw her eyebrows. We'll draw the name of the store. Carrie's Food Store. You're probably wondering who Carrie is. Well, there is no Carrie. It's sort of an ironic pun, like, we carry food at this store. That's why it's called Carrie's Food Store. I guess I could have called her Carrie, but I kind of like the name Eleanor a little bit more, so that's why I named her Eleanor. So, there we have Eleanor now. But, of course, the drawing is nowhere near complete. First of all, I have to color her, but I also want to draw the background. So, let's draw it. Okay, so the first thing I drew for the backdrop is the sidewalk. Then I drew Carrie's Food Store, the front of the store of which I never actually drew before. I drew the inside, but never the outside. Of course, I didn't design the whole building, but at least it's a start. It's a blueprint for what I can design the building as later on down the road. And speaking of the road, that's the very next thing I drew. Then I drew some streetlights, and then I drew some grass in the backdrop. And now it's time to color the drawing. And I'm going to start with Eleanor. Now, I'm going to tell you the color scheme for Eleanor. She has yellow skin and brown hair. Of course, yellow is also going to be on the Carrie's part of her hat, but the rest of her hat is going to be berry. She has a periwinkle shirt, a purple skirt, and aqua shoes. So, these are the 6 main colors that I'm going to use to, color Eleanor. I'm going to start with her skin. After I finished coloring in her skin, I then colored in her hat and her name tag. Then I used gray and periwinkle to color in her soda can. Then I used the periwinkle Sharpie to color in her worker shirt. I colored in her bell with my yellow and brown Sharpies. Then I took my purple Sharpie and colored the skirt. And finally, the aqua Sharpie to color in her shoes. For the backdrop, I started by coloring the sidewalk, the road, the street signs, the grass, and the sky. I also added in some puffy white clouds. Finally, I colored Carrie's food store. I started with the poster taped to the door by using my turquoise, red, yellow, and brown Sharpies. Then I took my gray Sharpie again and colored in the door itself. Lastly, I took my berry Sharpie again and colored in the bricks. Well, folks, there we have it. The finished drawing of my new minor character, Eleanor Wilson, standing in front of the store on her lunch break, drinking a soda. Well, I can't wait to use Eleanor in my passion project, and I hope you all enjoy seeing her. And I also hope you all enjoyed this video today, because I had a lot of fun making it myself. Now, if you want to see Eleanor, as well as all of my major characters from my passion project, then all you have to do is go onto Instagram.com/TheSecretBeautyDrawings or Facebook.com/TheSecretBeautyDrawing. The links to both of these websites will be in the description down below. Well, folks, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see some more Drawing with Monsterboy Roc videos, like this one that you just finished watching, in the very near future, then please click the subscribe icon, hit the little bell to be notified for whenever I make a video like this one of when I drew my brand new Easter comic. You can also click on this playlist to watch every episode of Drawing with Monsterboy Roc as well. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I hope you all have a very, very nice day. Take care now!